Welcome to another Pedal Pros race recap video. I've actually got two races to talk about this weekend coming up. The first is the ExxonMobil Heads or Tails time trial. That's 2 hours east of Houston in Beaumont, Texas. And then on Sunday, I'm going 3 hours west of Houston out to Lago Vista, which is just past Austin, for the La Primavera, second day of the Lago Vista races out there. Normally I would do a lot of coverage of the prep and things like that to go into the race so that you get the full experience in the recap. I've got to wake up at 3:45 a.m. on Saturday to make it to Beaumont on time. I've got to wake up at 3:45 on Sunday to make it to Lago Vista on time. I'm going to be rushed, I'm going to be tired, I'm going to be out of it. I'm not going to have time to do all that stuff. Plus, the drive east to Beaumont on Saturday, not really worth seeing. There's nothing really between Houston and Beaumont other than petrol refineries and these empty, soggy, nothingness fields. It's like Mad Max on a crawfish farm. So anyways, let's get right to it and head out to Beaumont for the ExxonMobil Heads or Tails time trial. All right, so we're riding our bike down to the start line. Unlike the ride here, the actual start is kind of like a carnival. It's at the stadium. There's a marathon going on around the race. And it's a closed course. It's just really, really a great place to ride. It's a great environment. Lots of cool stuff going on. So we're gonna take our bike down here to the start line. We've already carried our trainer down here and all our bags and stuff. And now we're gonna get warmed up. I'm not going to show footage on the bike of the time trial. There's nothing really engaging about an hour of empty road. I did do an hour, 3 minutes and 33 seconds for my time. I didn't quite hit my target time or my target power that my coach and I set for my goal. I did improve from last year though. I put out a good deal of effort given the wind on the way back. It was 4 out and backs with the start end having a pretty sharp turnaround that cut off a lot of time from some people, or I should say added some time for a lot of people. Good course, closed road, really enjoyed it. All right guys, tell me how it went today.
It's beautiful. It's a wonderful course. We had a lot of fun riders out there with us, so no complaints. The timer, I don't know.
You agree? You agree?
Somebody apparently just watched the Bull Durham because he got the cliches down.
Coach, how'd it go for you?
I was dying. You were putting it on me, man. I was just trying to hang. I was just trying to be there.
Josh, how was it?
Yeah, it was a little windy on the way back, but
Just a little?
just a little.
Pretty happy with your time?
I think so. Never done a time trial before, so
Nice.
good baseline.
Nice, good deal. Carolyn, how was it?
Yeah, the way out was really fun. The way back, not so much.
Yeah, a little bit windy.
But it was good. I finished.
What'd you think of the course?
It was good. The road's nice. So, keep on
Ladies, how was it today?
Tough.
Tough?
Almost not make it to race because damn parking.
Yeah, you got a late start.
I know. So, but I'm glad we make it on time.
Yeah. Teresa, how about
1
you?
minute before the race.
Did well. I'm glad it's over. We had no warm-up because we couldn't find a place to park. But other than that, it's great. Great to be here. Great race.
Lewis, how'd you do today?
Oh, I'm not a time trialer and I hate the wind.
Yeah, that wind was rough, huh?
Made for a
the
long
wind
day.
was.
Lost my Garmin signal to the satellite under an overpass twice, so I guess that's a sign I'm not going as fast as maybe I should have been, but for a non-time trialer, I guess not too bad.
Jeff, how was it today?
Interesting. First time, enjoyed it. Bloody hard. Windy, and yeah, might well be back for another, but don't put that on. Yeah, you're going to race that later. Don't tell the present Mrs. Donovan.
Third place, Brent Neal. All right, y'all got cameras. It looks like y'all got a crowd. You got a fan club.
So that's it for today.
day one of a 2-day race weekend. We're about to head home. I certainly did not expect to podium today. I didn't hit my target power. My time was much better than last year, but things worked out, and in a small field I was able to sneak onto the podium, so that's a first for me. That's never happened before. I still wish I would have hit the target power, but man, I'll take it. It turned into a beautiful day outside, just as everyone mentioned, and you saw, a little windy. Now we get to drive home, and then tomorrow we do it all over again with a road race, a circuit race in Lago Vista. See you guys there.
All right, we're here in Lago Vista. It's been overcast and damp all morning. The roads are kind of splashy. It's got 6 laps on the circuit today. It's really hilly. Hopefully it goes well. I didn't get much sleep last night, and I was out the door before 4 a.m. again this morning. Didn't really catch up to me yesterday. Hopefully it doesn't today. But we've got less than an hour until race time. So let's get some packets picked up, numbers pinned on, and go warm up. Morning. Is this packet pickup?
It is. So you could go ahead and sign right there, race age here.
So today's race is right about 33, 35 miles, somewhere in there. It's pretty hilly, which means it's gonna take me a little over an hour and a half to do for sure. So I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to record the whole race. I'm gonna put a fresh battery in here. Put a fresh battery in the GoPro, and hopefully I catch most of it. I know I haven't had much good footage this video, but we'll see what we can do. Let's go race.
Hey, buddy. Hey. Thank you, Bruce.
All right, typical idiot. I somehow turned the GoPro off before I got the finish. Chisholm finished second, so that's good. I finished 8th, pack finish. We had a 5-man break that had the gap, but just couldn't make it stick. And so everyone, I think 9 of us came back together, or 10 of us came back together, and I finished 8th. So not a great sprint at the end, and not a great effort to make the break stick. Wish I had better footage, but it was raining the entire last 2 laps. It's not raining now. Unfortunately, I can't get the drone up to take any footage, but given how tired I am and the legs I have, I'll take 8th place all day long.
So the circuit was a nice course. Lago Vista definitely has some climbs to it. It's a charming little series of laps through this community. There's very little traffic, so even though there's a centerline rule, the small amount of riders in our field made it a pretty open race as far as being able to make moves. I'm still disappointed that the break we had on the final lap didn't stick. We had a pretty big gap when Steven Strait of Bat City put down just a nasty attack. And Carlos, who ended up winning both days, as a matter of fact, got into the break, and Paul Von Berg from Southwest and Alan Bryson from Southwest. I mean, we had the guys in the break, we just didn't quite get our rotation down, and with a massive gap, we just didn't have it stick together. So then when the sprint happened, I did my typical thing and didn't sprint well, but that's racing. It'll get better as we go. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'd really appreciate it if you'd subscribe, and we'll see you after the next race, which is Fayetteville.